Good morning, guys. Good morning, Southern California. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, you can respond like I'm hearing you because I could hear you in my soul. Okay, so a lot to catch up on with you guys, even though it's only been a day. Yesterday, so I get a missed call. I get a missed call when I'm at work yesterday. And I totally don't pay attention because I think like the address or like the contact that popped up was like Apple Enterprise. And okay, if Apple Enterprise calls you while you're at work, what the fuck do you think it's gonna be? I thought it was a telemarketer, you know? Like you just won $1 million and your great grandmother left you a fucking something in her will. So I didn't answer, of course. Anyway, because I'm working too, and then I'm like on my way to my doctor's appointment. First I stopped at the bank because I had to make an upgrade to my Wells Fargo account, and then as soon as I step out, I see Apple Enterprise excuse me, calling me again. And I answer, and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry to inform you, the doctor had to step out." And mind you, I'm already in Orange County at this point. Like, I am not gonna drive. Oh Lord, I am not gonna drive back to LA County to like return to work. You know what I'm saying? So, I even told the lady, I was like, "Wow, this would have been useful information, before I left work." And she's like, "Well, we tried calling you," and I'm like, "Oh my God, it was fucking Apple Enterprise. Like, how the fuck was I supposed to know?" But of course, that was my bad too. I should just know to answer people's, like, strangers' fucking phone calls, huh? So point is, I didn't get to see the doctor yesterday. So I took off, and I don't even have PTO. So I took off fucking hours of my paycheck to do nothing. I ended up fucking going home and sleeping. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna do productive stuff with my day, and I ended up in my bed with my cat. Like, no, that was as productive as I got. So it was a total waste. And okay, the lady was like, "We can make you an appointment for next Friday," and I mean, I said yes, but like, I know very well that I'm probably not gonna go because honestly, like, what if the same shit happens again? Like, it's just, it's such a conflict. And I'm like, should I even, like, go to the primary care physician, or should I just go straight to the dermatologist or podiatrist? Like, I don't know. So, that's that. But, what I did want to talk about this morning is that, I want to give my condolences to the families of the two people who passed away this morning on the 5 North Freeway. I read about it on Facebook this morning. A friend of mine travels back from Hollywood every morning, and he reported it. Like, well, he didn't report it. He basically just posted about it, and it's weird because only a few days ago, like maybe 2 days ago, there was a fatality on the same freeway, like in pretty much the exact same spot. But that one was a little sketchy because that one didn't look like a car accident. It looked like somebody might have just dropped the body there. I don't know. I didn't really read too much into the details of that one. But this one, the one this morning, I guess was a driver, going to work in the morning. And I want to say he took the wrong way, like, where there's those, it's kind of confusing when there's like those signs that say wrong way, like do not enter, because that's where cars are exiting. I guess he didn't see the sign or something, and went in that way, and there was a motorcycle coming out, and they friggin' just went head on to one another, and it burst in flames immediately, and they both died. And it's so sad because, these are just normal people. Like, they're not bad people. I mean, it could happen to me and you, And it really got me to thinking, like, for example, when I am on my route to Gardena to go to work, I mean, let me just tell you that the majority of the billboards above the freeway, like, they say things like injured in an accident, or like accident. And like, because obviously this is their market right here. Like, people on the freeway are gonna be in accidents, and it's just crazy. Like yesterday when I was like, I'm gonna do something productive, what I had in mind was, let me just like go see the places around here that I can apply to, because honestly, it's just like, yeah, I make better money in LA than I would in in Orange County, but it's just like, is it worth it to flip it and reverse it? I'm just kidding. Is it worth it to risk my life on the freeway every morning, every day, every afternoon, evening, whatever? Like, it's just too many people to trust, like, I don't know these people. I don't know if they're intoxicated. I don't know if they're in a bad mood. I don't know if they've given up on life and are about to take their own life along with whoever else, right? And the really fucked up thing is, like, I know you're probably gonna be like, oh, this bitch, but you'd do the same. Like, when I was reading that article this morning of the northbound accident, like, the first thing I fucking read was the description of the cars, because I needed to see, like, was it like my dad? Because honestly, the only two people in my immediate family that drive on the freeway is me and my dad. Like, my brothers, like, they know how to drive, like, a little bit, like, from point A to point B, but they don't really know how to drive, like Southern California drive. And my mom, she can drive on the street, but she will not get on a freeway. Like, I remember one time she was taking me to a friend's house that's close to a freeway entrance, and we were like so into our conversation that she ended up turning onto the freeway instead of the apartment complex where my friend lived. And we both are like, wait a minute, are we on the freeway? And we're like, ah! And of course I started screaming. Like, I'm a big crybaby. Like, I started screaming, and my mom was like, shut up, like, we're getting off the freeway now. And of course, we were only on the freeway for like 2 minutes, and she exited at the next exit. But still, that's how much we are. At that time, I was super afraid of the freeway, and I think it was an influence thing. Like, she was and is still very afraid of the freeway. So obviously, being younger, I was very I was influenced by her feelings towards the freeway. So I freaked out. And like now, I didn't drive on the freeway for the longest time. When I was, learning how to drive, I was obviously only on the street. It's funny, my best friend tells me that her dad taught her to drive on the freeway. Like, he was like, we're getting on the freeway and this is where you're going to learn how to drive. And let me just tell you that man must have a lot of faith in the good Lord and in his daughter's judgment, because hell no, my dad would have never done that. But I guess that's just how you learn, because your human instincts will, I guess, not let you fuck up. But I didn't start driving on the freeway until I moved up north, because that's another thing that I can use as an example of the difference between Northern California and Southern California. Like, Northern California freeways are so relaxed. Like, God, it's like you're cruising the whole time. Yeah, there's traffic jams, but trust me, it's not like Southern California freeways. Like, Southern California freeways is like the Hades River. Like, it's nuts. But yeah. So anyway, now that I'm like back in Southern California, like, I drive on the freeway all the time. This is how I get from point A to point B. And it's really unfortunate that those people had to go in the way that they did. Like, luckily, and I say this, saddened, but luckily it must have been instantaneous, and they were already dead probably by the time that they realized what the fuck happened. And that's a lot better than some people die. Like, some people die for years, like, cancer or depression or things like that. Like, some people take a long time to die, and those people that died this morning, it was instantaneous. So I hope that at least puts some rest to the grieving hearts of their families. I hope that when I die, it's, laughing or something. Like, I hope I laugh so hard one day that I just can't breathe anymore and I just die. Like, I hope that, or or in my sleep. That would be cool too, because I wouldn't even know. I would just wake up and be like, what? We just skipped the whole dying part and went right to heaven or hell, or limbo, because I wasn't baptized. Holy shit. So yeah, so what do you guys think? Should I move my place of work closer? I mean, it was funny, one of my so basically my work bestie, you know, you always got to have a work bestie, it's the only way you get by. It's the girl that sits next to me at work. She was telling me, she's like, I don't know why you even come to work, like, not in a bad way, but you could do what you do from home. And I'm like, hey, can you please pitch that to my boss, because I would love that. Like give me a laptop with all, like, our functions that we... I think that's kind of why they don't want to do it, though, because I deal with a lot of people's personal information, so they, like, maybe think that I'm going to be running around with, like, HIPAA violations left and right. But hey, if you hire me, you should trust me, right? You know? Like, so, anyway, I woke up early today because I got a lot of sleep yesterday. Remember, I told you I was sleeping with my cat. I woke up early and I'm like, let me get going, like, quick status. And then I saw, that the whole, like, accident thing, and it said all northbound lanes on the 5 were gonna be obviously blocked. But so I expected, like, I gotta get going now because traffic is gonna be nuts, you know? And I still ended up leaving at the usual time. And honestly, like, it doesn't look too bad right now. Like, I mean, I'm not even on the 5 north. I'm on the 91. Hey, but I would imagine, like, whoever, like, read about that accident would jump on this freeway instead, if this even takes them to their destination. Like, I can't imagine the 405 right now is a piece of work, or the 110 or whatever. But lucky for me, I'm, you know, going sideways. That's another difference. Not within California, but, like, I've been told that people from other states in the U.S. don't refer to their freeways as the freeway. Like the 5, the 405, the 91, the 110. They just call it on 110 or on 5, which kind of is weird because, I mean, to me, obviously, like, that's culturally weird. Like, I wouldn't say, oh, I was on 5. Like, my people would be like, you were on 5 drugs? Holy fuck, girl, you go. Like, no, that's why we have to say the 5. Like, imagine saying, I'm on 405. Like, that sounds like a fucking, like, that sounds like a laundry detergent that you're shooting up your nose. Like, you gotta say the whatever. But, so it was so weird yesterday when I was at Wells Fargo upgrading my account. I recognized the girl that was, like, attending me immediately. Like, she's some girl that was friends with my friend in high school. Like, we were mutual friends, and I swear at one point we had each other on Facebook, and I swear the entire time none of us brought it up, and it was just so awkward. I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like the fact that I know you, and I'm 1,000% sure you recognize my name because of Facebook, you know, and, like, we're not gonna mention it. Like, that's such a weird, like, it's such a weird concept. It's something, like, I'm sure, like, other people in other generations in the past didn't have to deal with. So, maybe there's, like, not a word for it yet, but we should have a word for that reaction, I guess, or that feeling of, like, I know you and you know me, but we're not gonna talk about it. Like, that's like the Facebook friend syndrome or something. Or not syndrome, I don't know. Anyway, it was a little weird. I did get to see my fiance, though, for, like, a good 20 minutes when I got home. I called him and I'm like, hey, what time do you leave for work? And he's like, around 2. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be there in, like, a half hour. So yeah, I hauled ass and I got to see him for a little bit. And He was wearing a Hooters shirt. And I'm like, you're gonna wear your Hooters shirt? And at first he was like, yeah, like I don't have any clean laundry. Of course, he wanted me to do it. That's what he was telling me right there. And then he like takes a look at himself and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna change. It was pretty funny. Because really, you're gonna wear a Hooters shirt to work? I guess in a machine shop, you know, that's acceptable. But he then realized, like, I don't want to be that guy at work wearing the Hooters shirt. That's funny. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to catch you guys up on today. Again, my condolences to the families that are suffering right now or grieving their loved ones. But just know, hey, at least they're not on the freeway anymore. Like, that's when I'm up in heaven looking down on man people crying. I'm gonna be like, guys, it's okay. I'm not on the freeway. I'm in a better place now. Unless I'm in the bottom, like, you know, in hell, then I'm gonna be like, fuck, I wish I was on the freeway. Okay, guys, I'm hitting a little jam here, so I will see you guys tomorrow or the next day. Goodbye.